There we go. Okay, I didn't see any like terms on the left side, and I didn't see any like terms on the right side. So I'm going to start undoing things. For me, I don't know how you guys like to start these problems, but I like to look at the one that has a letter with the smallest number in front of it. So I always focus in on one term that has a letter. This is 1n, which is smaller than 3n. So that's the first thing I'm going to undo. So I'm going to undo n. You do not have to do it that way. It's just the way I tend to do it. Add 9 to undo the minus 9. Again, another satisfying answer. Just so you know, the higher you get in mathematics, the less satisfying your answers are going to be. Unfortunately, Math 3, when you do one of these, they're very rarely a whole number. So sad. I like the whole numbers personally. Okay, number 11, y times z divided by 2. Y times z divided by 2. -2 divided by 2 is -1, so 6 times -1 is -6. Everybody good with the warm-ups? Those are great. I like them. Yay. Okay. Now can you find last night's homework, which is the even problems, please? And I want to show you the answers for these, check them, and then let me know if there's any that you want me to go over. Number 2 was 3. Number 4 was 1. Number 6 was 6. That's kind of fun. So 316. Of course. How do you know you got it wrong? You don't have it done. Okay. So number 8 is supposed to be 14. Number 10 is also 14. Circle this so I remember to come back to it. Okay, and then number 12 is -1. Does anyone need any of those answers over again? Yes, which ones? Oh, you mean the problem? The answer was 14, but I'm going to go over the problem right now. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is come into these parentheses and make that plus. So I have -6 plus 3 squared plus 5 plus 6 parentheses -2. Okay, and then I'm going to take this 4 divided by 2 and make it 2. Okay, are we good there? Okay, now I'm going to combine in the parentheses. So -6 plus 3 is -3 squared plus 5 plus 6, and -2 plus 2 is 0. So it should be closer to the 6. I'm far away. Okay, -3 times -3 is +9 plus 5 6 times 0 is 0. 9 plus 5 is 14. Anyone need anything else from the front page? What? Just you're thinking to the 0 power. Anything to the 0 power is 1. Okay. Number 14 is 24. Did we do 16 together? No, we did not do 16 together. 16 is 6. Yes. Number 4? Yes, of course. Okay. Why didn't you ask for that one? Oh, okay. I'll go back to that. Okay, hold on. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this division right here. Shh. So 2 minus -1 minus 2. Does that make sense so far? So I basically took this part and put it in parentheses and then divided to make -1. And then I have minus a negative, which I make a plus. So 2 plus 1 is 3, minus 2 is 1. That one's kind of tricky. I could totally see where that one would be tricky. Okay, do you want me to go back to 16? Yes? Okay. 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 1 minus 1 squared plus 3 times -4 divided by 4 minus 1 minus 4 double parentheses. So far, so good. Okay. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 squared plus 3 times -4 divided by 4 is -1 minus, and then I'm going to combine those two guys in the parentheses to make that -3. Okay, 0 squared is 0. I'm going to come back up and make these two, this minus and negative, a plus. -1 plus 3 is 2. 0 plus 6 is 6. All right, you guys. So, I need you to, we're gonna have to do some arts and crafts. It's gonna be great. Super excited about. The first thing I need you to do is send someone in your group over to this table. Hold on, no, not yet. We used to call it the resource menu, right? Oh, yeah. Okay, but there's very specific instructions. Are you ready? Yeah. Am I ready? Yeah. Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay. Send one person over from your group. They're going to grab one of these big baskets, which has scissors and glue stuff. We're going to grab enough of these green pages, one per person for your group. Does that make sense? Okay, and then you're gonna grab this white one and you're just gonna take two per table because it's printed twice on there already. So you need probably four of the green ones, or three if somebody's absent, and you need two of the white papers and then a basket. And also Mrs. Salad in there. Go ahead, grab the stuff. Yes, please. Two of those and the green ones, one per person. Perfect. You did perfect. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. Okay. This is an eighth grade concept. The angle pair relationships. Hopefully you learned it last year. The CPM book just assumes that you remember everything though, and they'll throw angle relationships problems into your homeworks and expect you to remember it from last year. So I wanted to go over them again just because the vocab, like what, do you remember doing this last year? This is like vertical, alternate interior, alternate exterior, like that stuff. Okay, let's fill this in. A transversal is a line that intersects a pair of parallel lines. When this happens, 8 different angles are created. These angles can be made into pairs of angles which have special names and might be either interior or exterior angles. Okay, now come down to this picture. We're going to write interior inside the parallel lines, like interior, like the interior of your car. And the exterior are on the outside of the parallel lines. Okay, so we're going to go to our first definition, which is corresponding angles. We're just going to mark one set of corresponding because otherwise it's going to make the diagram too confusing. So I'm going to mark angles 2 and 6. 2 and 6 are called corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are on the same side of the transversal. They are at the position at each intersection. I'm going to say same position at each intersection. Corresponding angles are equal. And in here, I want you to write angle 2 equals angle 6. I think corresponding is the hardest one to remember because it doesn't have like alternate interior, you're like, okay, alternate interior, but corresponding is like, I don't know. Okay. Alternate interior. Let's mark numbers 3 and 6. Siri's listening to me on somebody's phone. Could be mine. Okay. Alternate interior angles are both interior, but on opposite sides of the transversal. Their measures are equal. Angle 3 is equal to angle 6. Is it coming back to you? Did you block it out from trauma? Just kidding. Okay. All right, now let's move down to the supplementary box. Two angles are supplementary when they add up to 180. Nice. Okay, on this particular one, I like to mark these, and I like to show it as a half circle because the half circle really says 180 to me because a whole circle is 360. So, yep, angle 1 plus angle 2 equals 180. Vertical angles are opposite of each other, but share the same vertex. If you're wondering what a vertex is, it's this little point where the lines cross each other. So like a little dot right there, that's the vertex. Their measures are equal. For this one, I'm going to pick angle 1 and angle 4. Angle 1 equals angle 4. Are we still doing that? Because I got so many like 6, 7 things like at home from last year. I wasn't gonna bring them back, but okay, we got 2 more. And then we're gonna do the arts and crafts portion of this assignment. Well, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff going on. Okay. Everybody got this part? Okay. All right, last part. Same side interiors are both interior angles, but are on the, oh, I don't know, same side of the transversal. Their measures add up to 180. I like to pick angle 3 and angle 5 for this diagram. Angle 3 plus angle 5 equals 180. Okay, last one. Alternate exterior angles are both, oh, I don't know, exterior angles and on opposite sides of the transversal. Their measures are equal. I'm going to choose angle 1 and 8. Angle 1 equals angle 8. Okay, I want you guys to find the page in your notebook where it has the 3 function machines and then the notes at the bottom. Or just the piece of graph paper that has that is fine. If you got a notebook between now and then, just start with the first page of your notebook. I'm looking for this. It looks like this. Okay. Listen to the instructions. What we're going to do is we are going to go to the back side of that page. So that page should be like pretty fullish. So go to a brand new page. If you have just the piece of paper, just flip it over to the back side. Okay, so you have the whole page. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to flip this guy over and you're going to cut on the lines that make the little foldy tabs. So you might have to share the scissors. The lines we're cutting are just the dashed ones only. Dashed lines only. Just the dashed lines only. Okay. Then you're going to go back to the page that we did together and you're going to fold these down. It's okay. It's okay. Did you cut things off of it? Yeah. Yeah. Or you can tape that piece back on. It's not a big deal. See how it has the little definitions of the one that's underneath it. Oh. Sure, you don't want to just tape that piece back on? He doesn't want to tape the piece back on. Okay. Once you get it looking like this is the final product here. And it's cool because then you're like, what's vertical again? Oh yeah. What's the inside interior? Oh yeah. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to turn it so it's like portrait style. And you're going to outline the back with the glue stick. And you're going to stick it to the page. Okay, do you notice the white piece of paper that you picked up?
Yeah.
Do you notice the white piece of paper you picked up? See, I was smart and I printed the problems on a different sheet because the back was going to be glued to your notebook. Oh man, Mrs. Talbot, what kind of early thinking did you do? I know, I know. I'm prepared. If it's bigger than your notebook, that can happen. What I would do if I were you is I would just tape or just put glue stick on one half and then fold it in. Does that make sense? Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys are in high school now, you get real scissors. Okay. Once you get your foldable glued in your notebook, I want you to each cut out one of the set of the two problems just like this. No, not yet. Okay. Okay. I think it's easiest to write on the page and then glue it in. So we're gonna do the problems first. Um, I made mine smaller because I'm gonna try to get it to fit right here next to the hole. Like, this is my goal. I'm gonna try to get this to fit right next to that on the same page. If you can't do that, just go to the next page. It's totally okay. Um, but that's my goal, is to try to fit it on one. All right, here we go. Okay, practice questions. For each of the following, name the angle pair, then find the missing angle. The angle pair on this one is this and the question mark. Yes. What is it? Nice. Okay, are alternate interiors equal or do they add to 180?
Equal.
Equal. So that means the missing angle has to be 84 degrees. These two are pretty easy. We'll see what you think about the other one. Okay, so what type are these two? Okay, equal or add to 180? So that means the missing angle has to be 80. Are you guys doing it without me? Okay, last one for angle stuff today. What type of angles are these? Mhm. Okay, are alternate exterior angles equal or add to 180? Equal. So I'm going to equal these two algebra expressions. -1 plus 14x equals 12x plus 17. Oh man, aren't we glad that we did that warm up today where we did one of these? So usually for me, again, I like to find the one with the letter that's the smallest, and I'll start with that one. The smallest with the letter is 12x. So I will undo that first. Gonna try to fit the add one underneath here. +1, +1. Yeah, beautiful. Okay. Um, X is 9, which is great news, except for that's not what it asked us for. It asked us to find the measures of the missing angles. So 9 is great, but that's not everything. Right. So what we need to do, come back up here and plug in the 9. So -1 plus 14 times 9 is -1 plus 126. So this is 125. And then that means this one also has to be 125. Okay, now put glue stick around the edge of this one and put it anywhere it will fit. Yeah, which one? 4, I think, 28, 29, 32. Okay. Once you're done with this, I need everyone in the whole room to get out their Chromebooks, please. Everyone in the whole room to get out their Chromebooks once you're done with this. No, not yet. Okay. Everybody getting your Chromebooks out. So just to note, this is how my paper looks. There's my final situation there. Okay. So did this, we did this, we did this, we did that. Okay, so notice there are some really great things about transferring from middle school to high school. One of the really not great things is that we have weekend homework in high school. Yeah, okay, what I'd like you to do is make a giant disappointed sighing sound. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Now it's 4 questions. And when the questions look like this format, these are CPM ebook questions. Okay. So what I want everyone to do is to go to Clever. That's CPM. Yep. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna help you. Okay. Hopefully, I mean, this is my page. This is my teacher page. I don't know what you guys, if it looks the same as mine. Does it? Okay, I don't know. Okay, find the one that says CPM with the little bridge. Okay. And if this is your first time logging in for the year, they're going to ask you to agree to their whatever, but click the ebooks. And you might have to hit agree if it's the first time that you're logging in, you have to like agree to their terms and conditions. And then I have a bunch of them because I teach more than one thing. Yours should look like this. If you want the Spanish version, which is great, you can use that one, but we want this one. So click on the book and then click the drop down for chapter 1. Do you know what I mean by the drop down? Yeah, the little arrow for chapter 1. Okay, so there's a hint that you might not know about the CPM ebook. If you take your mouse and hover or your track or your arrow and hover it over one of these, it will tell you what problem numbers are in each tab, which is very useful because then you don't have to like click all around to figure out. We want problems 25, 26, and 28 through 31. So I think that's in the 1.1.3 section. Okay, so everyone click on the 1.1.3 section. And this problem has a resource page, which is in your packet. So if you guys could find the resource page that says 1.1.3a at the top, it's the one with the tiles. It says tile pattern real big at the top. It looks like this. Okay, we're gonna do this for the rest of the period. It's not long, but very importantly, I want to talk about the homework. Okay, so here's 25. And then scroll down. You guys could scroll down and find the review and preview section. Here's problems 28 to 31. You don't have to do them all. You don't have to do the last one. Okay, this is what I would like you to do. I would like you to go in your notebook where you have this. This is why I said not to put it away. I want you to go to the next page or wherever you have room. If you're using loose pieces of graph paper, just grab a new piece at this point. And you're going to write 1-28 to 1-31. And you're going to put this at the top of the page because this is going to remind you of what the homework is. And it's going to remind you of the due date. And you're not going to be able to say that you didn't know you had homework on Monday because you wrote this down. You might forget. I mean, that's still a thing, but okay. So now we're done with the notebooks. You guys can close the notebooks and put that away. That part is for home. Oh yeah, you didn't have to do 32. 32 is kind of spicy. Okay, now very specific instructions. And if we don't finish these 2 pages, we'll just pick them up on Monday and finish them. No big deal. I need you to take your person who had the supply. I need them to put every supply back into the box. I'm going to demonstrate. Put all the supplies back in the box. Send to the person over here. They're going to put the box of supplies somewhere. They're going to stack them over here and grab one of these colored pencil baskets. and bring that back to your table. Just pick one color out of there. You just need one color for this resource page. I'm in a blue mood, so I'm gonna go blue. Okay. This is probably review, but that's okay. The first thing we're going to do is count the tiles and figure out the pattern. So figure 0 has 3 tiles. Figure 1 has 7 tiles, 8 tiles. $13. Okay, so then I can see the pattern, right? You guys see the pattern? Okay, I'm gonna put a little Amazon arrow here and go and write +5. Okay, so 13 plus 5 is 18, plus 5 is 23, plus 5 is 28. Okay, now we have to decide on figure 1, what were the new ones? I'm going to say that these 3 here are the original 3 that are here. So I'm going to shade in the new ones as the top 2, the guy on the side, and the bottom 2. Okay, next one. Top 2, guy on the side, bottom 2. Top 2, side, bottom 2. And then I'm going to come along and draw figure 4. I would not, um, but we are going to shade the new tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to have 7 across. And then 4. Okay, we have 2 more things to do on this pattern. First, it's a linear pattern. I can tell it's a linear pattern because it's adding 5 each time, the same number each time. So when I graph the dots over here, they should form a line. Do not connect the dots and make the line. These graphs should just be dots. So over to the graph part. So 0, 3, dot, 1, 8, dot, don't connect them, 2, 13, 3, 18, 4, 23, 5, 28. And when your dots make a line, that means that you should be able to find the equation, the only ones you know so far. And it goes y equals growth x plus figure 0. You knew it? Okay, so y equals growth is my plus 5 plus figure 0, which has 3 tiles. So it goes y equals growth x plus figure 0. Okay, now move down to the next one. This one, they gave you the equation because it's not linear. It's actually a quadratic, which means that we don't need to figure out the equation, which is great. And they gave us some tiles. So I see that figure 1 has 5 tiles. Figure 2 has 8 tiles. Figure 3 has 13 tiles. They look like they're going up by 5s, but this is not linear. Looking at the figures, what is adding each time? Well, it's not the same. So it's adding like a row and a column in the middle box section. Okay, so what I mean by that is like from here to here, it's adding a row and a column to the middle box section. And this one's adding a row and a column to the middle box section. So this is plus 3, and this is plus 5. Okay, if I take away a row and a column from the middle section here, what will be left over? The 4 corners. Okay, you have 2 options. You can either draw a 2 by 2 square here and pretend that it shrunk, or you can just draw the 4 boxes where they are. I'm going to make mine shrink. Okay, so now we can sort of see the pattern going up 1, up 3, up 5, up 7, up 9. Okay, once you get this one completed, this is where we're gonna stop for today. Make sure that all of your color pencils are back in the bin and whoever finishes first and bring the basket back over. We're gonna do the other two in class on Monday. You do not need to do the other two. We're gonna do those together. But you do need to do what? The problems 28 through 31. What? I did it. Everybody did. I didn't see him. Because I had a line. That's the girls that have I like to look at what sure. Don't be, you're gonna be, I'm giving you that thing. I didn't know. I finished that. Yeah.
Five was running.
We had an
Wait, five?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. One 28, 141. It's on your, stamp sheet also, too.
When?
Monday.
Yeah.
Usually, the homework is something that it'll be easy enough to do at least most of it and access. Period, that, so we shouldn't really be any when you can't do it, as long as we can't find it. And luckily, because of the packet, you can see what it is ahead of time. When we start having access period, then it's like even more. Time to work on this better. No, you can bring it back Monday. Okay. I did a video on those problems, looking at the watching the ones with the. I filled them in with the class though.